Are you in a situation na hindi mo gusto? Yung bang sitwasyon na gusto mong makawala kasi nahihirapan ka at nasasaktan ka? Sino naglagay sa'yo sa sitwasyon na yan? Who is to blame? Do you feel you could have done much better if you married someone else? Mas maganda ba sana buhay mo if you have worked for another company? O hindi, kung iba negosyo mo, mas maganda ba kinabukasan mo kung hindi pinilit ng magulang mo yung course mo sa college? Or sometimes ba nag-iisip ka, sana no, pinanganak ako sa ibang pamilya? Naisip mo rin ba na sana kung matangos ilong mo o mas maputi balat mo, siguro you would be more beautiful and more successful? Meron ka bang pangarap na hindi natupad kasi may sumira sa plano mo? Siguro yung magulang mo, asawa mo, or kaibigan mo. Sino ang may kasalanan sa sitwasyon mo ngayon? Let me ask you another question. Yung tao bang sinisisi mo, pinilit ka ba niya mapunta sa sitwasyon mo today? Or are you where you are because of how you responded to what that person did? Pinilit ka ba niya magalit, manghina o ma-depress? O nadidepress ka today only because of your response sa ginawa niya or sa sitwasyon mo? Alam mo, many years ago, someone told me, Dong, I failed because of you. Sabi ko sa kanya, that is not true. Sabi ko, he failed because he chose to respond the way he did. Alam mo, posibleng may ginawa akong mali sa kanya. But he could have chosen a different path or have responded better to what I did para mag-improve yung sitwasyon niya. Para bang si Joseph sa Egypt? Alam mo, he could have been very angry and bitter towards his brothers kasi binenta siya sa slavery eh. He could have become rebellious to all forms of authority, especially when his master sent him to jail maski wala siyang kasalanan. Pero si Joseph decided not to blame anyone. Instead, he excelled in every situation he was put in, and so he was able to make the most of his opportunities. Kaibigan, bakit mas madali para sa atin na maghanap ng sisisihin para sa sitwasyon natin o anumang nangyayari sa atin? When employees fail, they blame their bosses. When a husband cheats, he blames his wife. When a wife is unloving or unsubmissive, she blames her husband kasi daw hindi magaling na leader. Katulad na lang ni Adam and Eve. When God confronted them after they ate of the forbidden fruit, si Adam blamed Eve. Si Eve naman blamed the serpent. None of them accepted their fault. Naghanap sila ng sisisihin. Totoo ba na Eve forced Adam to eat of the forbidden fruit? Let me show you what happened. Babasahin natin ang Genesis chapter 3 verse 6. When the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and that the tree was desirable to make one wise, she took from its fruit and ate. And then listen to this. And she gave also to her husband with her, and he ate. Friends, alam mo ba na si Adam was besides Eve when Eve was talking and arguing with the serpent? He was there listening. Wala siyang sinabi, hindi rin niya pinigilan si Eve. Do you know why he was there? He was there because he also wanted to eat of the fruit. Gusto rin niyang tikman. However, nung finally gumawa na sila ng kasalanan, sinisi niya misis niya. Pero ang totoo, naghihintay siya na mauna muna si Eve para pagdating ni God, meron siyang lusot, meron siyang sisisihin. Why is it easier for us to find someone to blame than take accountability for our actions and decisions? Sabi nung isa kong nabasa, people would blame others to protect their self-image, to avoid the feeling of guilt, and to be in control of their situation. As I thought about these ideas, ininisip ko ano ba talaga ang rason na mas madali sa atin maghanap ng sisisihin. Ang belief ko, It is the lack of humility. Sometimes the lack of humility is not expressed by arrogance, but by our unwillingness to take accountability for our actions and point the finger to someone else. When you blame others, it is because hindi mo maamin na meron kang mali or meron kang dapat nagawa na hindi mo ginawa. Let me ask you this question. When you decided to blame others, did it improve your situation? Did it justify your action? Do you know that the great men in the Bible never blamed others? Alam mo, may magagaling na leader sa Bible and merong mahihina. Yung magagaling never blamed anyone for their mistakes or for this situation. Si David did not blame Saul for depriving him of time with his family and for making him run around the wilderness for 10 years. Pero si Saul, when he was confronted by Samuel because he disobeyed the Lord, Saul blamed his soldiers. Sabi niya kasi sila they wanted the spoils of the battle. And he said this is the reason why he did not completely destroy the Amorites. David was like Joseph. Both of them made the best of their situations. Si Saul made excuses. Do you know that when you blame others, you rob yourself of the opportunity to improve your life? Kasi you do not have to stay in your bad situation if you just stop blaming others. You can do things to improve who you are and where you are. Pero no, so-called experts would say that if you want to understand why people do what they do, sabi nila you need to understand their past. And we often see this sa movies, sa TV, mga psychologists ang nagsasabi nito. Ang tanong ko, why? Why do you need to understand their past? Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Pero sabi nila, if you understand their past, you would know who to blame for who they are today. So hindi lang pala yung taong sinisisi niya ang may kasalanan. Pati yung magulang niya, lolo niya, nagpalaki sa kanya. The past has something to do with why people are where they are today. Pero ako naniniwala na your past has nothing to do with who you are today. Ako naniniwala you are not the product of your past. You are the product of your choices. I did not have a good childhood. I was deprived of many things, and my father, being a soldier, was always absent, and I had no one to run to. I did not find my relatives very encouraging, so I have all the reason to blame my past. But then I realized I also have the power to change my future if I stop blaming the past and making proper choices. Friends, do you know that when you blame others, you give them the power to control your life? Ang masakit, hindi nila alam that they have power over you. Sabi ko kanina that people blame others to gain control over their situations. But then I realized kabaliktaran ang nangyayari. When you blame others, you give them control over you. Kasi sila ang may rason bakit hindi mas maganda ang buhay mo today. Ako, friends, I'm realizing no one can make you sin. The serpent did not make Eve and Adam sin. The serpent just tempted Eve. But Eve could have said no because the Lord said we should not eat from this tree. Friends, you sin because you want to. No one can force you to fail. No one can force you in your bad situation today. You fail when you do not respond properly to the circumstances you are in. Kanina I asked you if the person you blame forced you to do what you did. Sinadya ba niya nasaktan ka? Nasirain ang panaginip mo? And gawin kang masamang tao? Hindi. Because all of us have a choice. Sabi ng Galatians chapter 6 verse 4 and 5, but each one must examine his own work, and then he will have reason for boasting in regard to himself alone, and not in regard to another, for each one will bear his own load. Are you in a bad situation today? Friends, you are in that situation because you choose to be in that bad situation. Because of free will, God has given you the power to change your present circumstances and especially your future. Today, I choose not to blame anyone for where I am today. I choose to make the most of the opportunity God has put before me. I choose to use my free will properly. When presented with a bad situation, we must choose to be accountable for our emotions, for our actions, so that we can define our future. Pero often, may nagagawa tayong foolish na bagay in response to what others would do. Kasi tao lang tayo eh. This is a common excuse people give. When you do something foolish, can you justify your actions by blaming other people? Sabi ng Romans chapter 14 verse 12, so then, each one of us will give an account of himself to God. Pwede ba tayo pumunta kay God and say, Lord, nag-fail ako ha? Kasi siya eh. Yung misis ko, yung mister ko, yung boss ko, yung magulang ko. Will God accept you more because you have somebody to blame? We cannot use others as an excuse for what we do and what we do not do. Pero kung pipilitin mo, pwede din. Kaya nga lang hindi tatanggapin ni God tong excuse na to. At the end of the day, God will make us accountable for our actions. Pero supposing God will spare you from being accountable, meaning He decides not to punish you for whatever wrong you did, the Bible shows us that your actions will invite consequences that even God cannot stop. Let me give you an example. Napilitan ka magsinungaling kasi may sinabi boss mo na hindi maganda. Nung na-discover na nagsinungaling ka, sino ang hindi pagkakatiwalaan ng ibang tao? Can you say kasi my boss said eh, or my boss did this eh? Hindi, di ba? That is a consequence even God cannot stop. Nagnakaw ka kasi nagutom ka kasi wala kang nakitang trabaho na gusto mo. Nung nahuli ka, si God ba nagpakulong sa'yo? O yung taong ninakawan mo? A consequence that even God cannot stop. The Bible tells us that we will reap what we sow. This is a universal law, meaning even yung mga taong hindi naniniwala sa Panginoon will be affected by this law. They will reap what they sow. Friends, para hindi ka ma-depress, stop blaming others for where you are and what you are today. Instead, be accountable for your actions para meron kang magawa to change your situation and improve your future. I am really hoping na tulungan kita sa lesson na ito. Again, kung natulungan ka, share this lesson with those who you think would need to hear it. And I hope that you would take control of your situation and decide to improve it by stop blaming others. I hope you will decide to live a better life. Maraming salamat for listening and may God bless you.